Many years ago, Gandhi was giving a talk to thousands of people. And when he completed and he was leaving the city, he was on a train. The train was moving, and Gandhi was waving to thousands of people. And as the train moved along, a journalist was running next to the train. He said, Mr. Gandhi, what's your message for the people? He said, my life is my message. What did he mean by my life is my message? And what does that have to do with peace? As youngsters, we often hear the term, the only constant is change. But no one takes that any further. And very few people actually sit with what does that mean? It means that everything is continually moving, changing, which basically means that there's no things. There is no single thing. There's just an everything. When you say the only constant is change, not only are there no things, but there's also no space. And there's also no time. The expression literally means that everything is in a continual state of flow. The importance of that is we commonly hear ourselves speaking about being more of this or being more of that. Being more present, more loving, more accepting, less judgmental. But in a state of flow, there is none of that. When flow is, we're not. The flow is the state when the drop falls into the ocean. There is no more drop. When this state called presence or flow, another word for that is peace, there's no one there. We disappear. The significance of that is that the moment there's a we, there's a that. You've heard the expression, united we stand, divided we fall. The moment the we enters the picture, there's a state of self, communal, and global bifurcation. Everything divides. And when it divides, ease is instantaneously converted to dis-ease. The reason it's important to just consider this is because our language frequently takes us on a journey that will never allow us to come to this place we're speaking about. So what's peace? When we say the only constant is change, it is important to recognize that we, as an individual, control absolutely nada. Nothing. Nothing. the chatter we experience, that we call our thoughts, that's just worry. In fact, when the peace is there, none of that is there. That only arises when things are not going the way we want them. Then we start to worry. We want to change the channel. The real thoughts don't originate from us. They come to us free of charge when we're not looking. They are the seeds of inspiration that continually guide every single, without exception, step of our life's journey. What I'm saying is that within this flow, everything is continually being guided. Even, you can put that down, even the things that you say, oh, it's not what I want, even that's part of it. It includes everything from what you call choice to what I call choicelessness. Choicelessness. So within that curriculum from the intelligence of life is that we are being guided by a continual flow of opportunities. Because we're looking for what we want, we often miss what's looking for us. Consider the possibility that things are not at all the way you think. That in actuality, life is looking for us. And it is literally guiding us in the same way as light grabs the attention of the eye, pulling you in a certain direction. Everything is being guided continually. And this, what you call the eye, automatically moves with it. It takes effort for me to choose. It is effortless when I am merely pulled within that flow. Just as the sun never rises early or sets late, absolutely nothing shows up in your life early or late. Because what animates the movement of the sun, the movement of the seas, the change in the weather, the change of the seasons, that's the same animating force that breathes us. We don't even breathe on our own. So we are not living life, we are life. More than 1,800 years ago, the third Zen patriarch wrote a piece called the Sin Sin Ming. The first verse is, "The great way is not difficult for those who have no preferences." When love and hate are both absent, the world is clear and undisguised. Make the slightest distinction, however, and heaven and earth are set infinitely apart. If you wish to see the truth, hold no opinions for or against anything. To see what you like against what you dislike is the disease of the mind. When the deep meaning of things is not understood, the mind's essential peace is disturbed to no avail. So it's important that we realize there's a difference between PEACE and PIECE. They sound the same. They're worlds apart. Each day we have countless opportunities. People come into our lives. You're having breakfast. and someone brings you your food, we often think the tip is the thank you. But there's a real difference between the tip and the expression of gratefulness. How often do you come up with one-word emails when someone has taken the time to produce a work product for you? How often do you feel love for another human being for no reason whatsoever? The instant we feel it, it doesn't come because it's the wrong time. It comes because that is the instance. The intelligence of life has prioritized everything. Everything. We are not all brought together at this instance of time for an accident. Thank you so much.